And what did you make of the game and your performance?
Look, pleased with the endeavour we showed. Obviously, conditions dictated what type of game it was. Normally, in that sort of game, you've got to have a will to win, and I think we drove that through. Once we got out of the first 20 minutes, where we were a little bit probably off on our wet weather tactics, if you like, and presented them with a few opportunities. After that, we grabbed hold of the game. We started to carry well, and we started to put our game on it. Obviously, game broken up as well by two pretty long-range tries, which obviously were key moments in both halves.
So where do you think the game was won and lost?
Well, look, ultimately it's up front, isn't it? And the pack of forwards did fantastically well. There's probably no better driver of a pack of forwards than Rob Hunter. He's even without four first choice props on international duty. Look at the guys coming off the bench; they still go forward at scrum. That sort of sets your foundations in those conditions, and we were able to. We got a bit of penetration. I think we played pretty smart. We didn't completely tuck the ball, and when we did make our little passes, we started to get some meters. But ultimate foundation comes up front, but backed up with the backs. They backed it up defensively and mentally, and equally on top of that, we scored one try off our defence. We were able to push them backwards defensively, which is a massive plus point, and a massive improvement from last week. I think Julian Salvi, was disappointed last week, and he let the guys know that, and to be fair, they built a good wall today.
Top quality first try, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, look, again, it was set up by the forwards getting that pen advantage. But then just the timing, the kick on was perfect. Timing onto it, the important thing you don't want your winger to break stride and slow up for the ball. And Santi took his timing fantastically well, and then his footwork at that speed. There's not many people who can stop him. So, and he linked up nicely to finish it off. So, yeah, pleased with that.
Were you surprised that they hooked Danny Cipriani?
It was more. I don't know. It's their call. I wasn't surprised, but I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. So it's their call. They know what's going on in their camp.
They were competitive, though, weren't they?
Oh yeah. Look, don't get me wrong.
It was a great defensive performance to keep them out. Really.
That's right. Second half. I mean, we probably scored. When we scored, we didn't really grab hold of the game at that point. We invited pressure onto ourselves, and it ended up being a real defensive second half. We were a long time inside our 22 and in around our 22, but that's a little bit work on for us, mentally, to be able to get in those strong positions. Those two breakaway tries, and the second one particularly, obviously, broke the game a little bit. But we still had to do a lot of hard work beyond that. Pleased to come through that, because it is a bit of an arm wrestle, and conditions dictated, really.
For the amount of possession, the amount of territory he had, though, to stop them even scoring more tries.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Excellent.
Look, our line speed was very good. Our double tackles were good. Our leg drive in the contact was good. All key things we've been obviously working on. And it's nice to have no tries scored against us, even though we would have obviously liked to pushed on and maybe get 4 tries ourselves, but that's not meant to be. At the start of the day, in those conditions, you take the win, and we did that well.
Nick White did well on his
pleased to have him back. He looks sharp. He obviously added some tempo last week. He's got good basics, and he added that. We're very lucky. We've got 3 very good scrum halves, so we're pleased with that position.
First 10 minutes, 6-0 down, could have been 9. Were you concerned at all with that slightly sluggish?
Yeah, we were. We talked about it. We didn't. We just didn't snap into the wet weather tactics. We played a little bit too much around the halfway and around just inside our own half, and invited pressure. In those conditions, you could see both sides. It was hard to string serious possession sort of phases together. So, look, you know, we were a little bit frustrated with that, but once we ironed that out, we then started to get a foothold in the game, and it was more on the side of not giving them a foothold. You know, even though they did get it in the second half, but we obviously backed up with fantastic defence.
Is there a feeling that you're slightly slow at starting off games at first?
Yeah, well, look, we've looked at it a little bit. We haven't been great, to be honest, but the one positive side of it is the way the guys just they don't get flustered by that. They keep on task. They go back to what they know and what they do well, and eventually they can start to, you know, turn the pressure on the opposition. So look, it's something we'd like to do. You know, we're talking about it, and you know, whether it's something we've got to work on, we'll discuss it in the week. But I can't complain too much. At the end of the day, we're unbeaten so far. We've won 8 Premiership games, which is no mean feat.
Yes, it's a score after 80 minutes, not 8
Yeah,
minutes.
well, it's better that way around.
All right, guys.
Okay, thanks,
Thank you.